Welcome to Finance with Abram. In this video, I want to give you 5 detailed reasons why I really like SoFi Bank and continue to use them. And then after those 5 reasons, I'm going to give a couple of other kind of honorable mention type of reasons why I really like SoFi Bank as well. And I've been using SoFi Bank since June 2019, so I definitely have years of experience with this bank, and I've used other banks in the past, and I still currently use other banks as well. This isn't the only bank I use, but it's definitely one of the main banks and financial institutions that I use. And I'll tell you about the products I use and what I like about them, and pretty much with highlights pretty much of SoFi Bank, because there's a lot to like about this bank for me personally, and I know a lot of other people probably like some of the same things as well. Let me know down in the comments if you have experience with SoFi Bank and some of the things you like about it, or even some of the things you don't like about it. And these aren't the only 5 things that I like about SoFi Bank, definitely. These are just 5 of the main things that I definitely like about SoFi Bank. And there's other things I like as well. I'll mention some of them at the end of the video. It's not all pros with SoFi, there are cons as well. But this video right here, I just want to highlight 5 things that I really like about SoFi. Starting with number 1, it's an all-in-one banking app. As you see right here on their website, you can see all the products they have to offer, and this is awesome. They have personal loans, banking with a checking and savings account, credit scores and insights, private student loans, student loan refinancing, investing, mortgage loans, credit card, insurance, and travel options. So yeah, this is definitely an all-in-one banking platform. You can do a lot within SoFi and not even have to, really work with any other financial institutions. You can have a loans, you can have your checking and savings accounts, you can have a credit card with them, you can invest if you want. Now I'm seeing SoFi grow over the years, so with these different programs and everything, there are things that they've added to them over the years for sure. It started out somewhat simple. They still keep a simple, somewhat interface with the app, pretty much like you see it on their website, with the color scheme and the bold font. It definitely has a style to it right here. Now, as you see in the website, that's how the app looks pretty much right there. And it all works well together, presenting the information to you up front, but also in a simple, easy to understand way right there. And so yeah, with SoFi, with the all-in-one app, with me personally, how I use it as my checking and savings accounts, and I also use the investing platform, not as my only investing option, just for individual stocks and ETFs and things like that. Now I have, in retirement investments with other financial institutions, IRA, Roth, and things like that. And from what I've used with the app, with the checking and savings account and the investing platform, it works seamlessly. So I can transfer money from my checking account to my savings account and vice versa, and it happens pretty much instantaneously. Now, if I want to add money to my investing platform to buy some more stocks, I just add it from my checking or savings account and it's there instantaneously. So I can start investing right there. And it just works so smooth and so well together. That all-in-one app platform is great, especially if you're using multiple products. Now, if you want to just use SoFi for investing or just checking and savings, that's fine. Like me personally, I don't have any loans through SoFi. I don't have any insurance through SoFi. I currently don't have the credit card through SoFi, but I am definitely interested in opening this card with SoFi credit cards. I've been reading about it, and I'm definitely actually going to be in the process of doing that. I may record a video on that just to show you how it looks and everything applying for that card. But so yeah, you definitely don't have to use all the products that they have to offer, but it is definitely convenient if you use more than one for sure. That's one thing that I really like about SoFi Bank and the SoFi app, is that it is an all-in-one banking service app right there. One-stop shop for your finances. And as you see right here, they have it on the website where somebody's using them for their banking, their checkings and savings. They got their investing going, they got their student loan going, their personal loan going, even their home loan going. Just having all the information right there with the bank that you're working with in the palm of your hands right there, being able to see where your money's going every month, every day, and just transferring money here and there and seeing balances go down and seeing income come in and everything like that right in your app. That is a motivational thing where you don't have to bounce around to different apps like, oh, I got paid over here, let me look over this. Oh, but I'm investing over there, let me see how my investments are doing. Oh yeah, but that loan, do I owe on it? And let me go over there. That happens. I've done that in the past before, and I still do that with some. Like I said, I don't use SoFi for everything, but I definitely use it for multiple things, and it's been growing when I've been using it as well. I just started off using it as mostly like a savings account. Now I've been using it as a checking and savings account, because when you open up a savings or checking with SoFi, you get the other one. So if you want to open up a checking account with SoFi, you get a savings account automatically. If you want to open up a savings account, you get a checking account automatically. But you don't have to use the other one though. But they work so well together that eventually you may want to use them. That's how I started out with me. I just started out using it as a savings account because the interest rate was rising, and they were doing a great job with that. And I'll talk about that later. And then I just started using the checking account as well with it, and it just works so simultaneously, so great together. Shortly after that, I started using it as investing. So I started doing my individual stocks over there. Basically, I invest, like I said, with other financial platforms, with my retirement and other accounts like that. But I do definitely hold a lot of stocks and shares and the SoFi platform on their investing platform right there. And so, yeah, the all-in-one app is definitely great right there. They have 24/7 account monitoring. They're FDIC insured up to $250,000, and the investments are SIPC protected up to $500,000 right there. But they do have, and I'll talk about their FDIC insurance because you can actually get more than $250,000, and I'll talk about that in a later part because that's one of the things I like about SoFi is the banking platform. I'll get more specific into that. But yeah, so SoFi all-in-one app, definitely one of the things I really like about this bank right here. And the next thing that I really like about SoFi, number two, not in any particular order, like one is the greatest or two is the not as great as one and three and all like that. But the next thing I really like about SoFi is the bank account itself with SoFi. Number two here is the checking and savings account. And there are various reasons why I really like these accounts and why I use them with SoFi. And I'll go over the main highlights here with you. As you see right there, 4.30% APY annual percentage yield. That is what they're offering on their savings account with direct deposit. If you don't have direct deposit, it's 1.20% APY for the savings account. And then regardless if you have direct deposit or not, it's 1.20% for the checking account as well. For me personally, I don't sit a lot of money in a checking account. I mainly use a checking account to pay bills, to move money around and things like that. If I want to just have money sitting, I'm going to have it in a savings account earning interest, or also, of course, in stocks and the ETFs and investments and things like that. But for lump sums of money, and also sometimes certificates of deposits, depending on what's going on with the rates there, how long I want to lock up my money, or no penalty. Even no penalty CDs have been doing great. I won't go into that. I'm going to go off on a tangent, but I do have videos on certificate of deposits and things. But as I'm going back to the video here, as I'm saying, I like to sit money into a savings account, and with SoFi, that 4.30% APY is one of the highest APYs for an online savings account right here, and they've been growing it. They've been raising this rate as the federal funds rate has been going up. Some of the high yielding savings accounts out there have been raising their rate steadily with it, and SoFi is definitely one of them. They are one of the leaders in having that higher APY. Now, they're not the highest. There are APYs that are definitely higher than SoFi. I do videos every other month or so on the top 10 savings accounts ranked by APY, and SoFi is not on that list all the time. There are definitely other banks that have higher APYs than SoFi, but for me personally, I'm not just a interest rate chaser. I want to have other things with that bank account that I really like to have my money on there. I want to trust that bank as well. So with SoFi, they offer that for me. They have a high APY, not the highest, but definitely high for sure. You can make a nice amount of money off of 4.30%. And with that APY, of course, it is variable. Pretty much all savings accounts, interest rates, and APY annual percentage yields are variable. So they are subject to change at any moment. And now the trajectory that these accounts have been in with their APYs and SoFi as well is on the upward trajectory. I've been with SoFi for years, so I've seen the interest rate range, to 1%, 1 point this, 1 point that, 1 point this, 2 point this, 2 point that percent, 2 point this percent, 3 point that percent, 3 point that percent, 4, you get the idea. So yeah, it's been raising for sure. They've been raising that rate for sure on the upward trajectory. And it's definitely variable. So like I say, subject to change at any moment. After I release this video, who knows? It could be 4.40 or 4.50%. Could go down to 4.20% again or something. So it is variable, subject to change. And so yeah, there's no maximum cap on how much money you can have earning that 4.30% as well. And with SoFi in the savings account, you can also have vaults, which is another neat feature that I like about the banking platform with SoFi, where you can sit money aside, for special occasions. If you want to set money aside for a house or a vacation or a car or some kind of, large purchase right there, and you need to help organize your money somewhat, you can move money over into that and have a certain amount going to that, set up the frequency every month or some week or something like that. And that money in that vault is still going to be earning that high APY that the savings account is getting, which is currently at 4.30%. So even though that money, is kind of separated from your savings account somewhat, in a certain savings fund, in a special kind of savings fund, it's still going to be earning interest on that. And there's no maximum cap, no maximum amount. Some accounts, they have like, oh yeah, your interest rate, you'll earn this up to $200,000, up to $500,000, or something like that. With SoFi, no maximum cap right there on what you're going to be earning. Some of the other things they have, this, of course, no monthly maintenance fees for these accounts right here. You're not paying any kind of fee just to upkeep it. There's no minimum balance you have to keep. There's no, do this or do that to waive the monthly maintenance fee, because there is no monthly maintenance fee. So that is great right there. No account fees right there. And they also have it where you can get paid up to 2 days early. I've been signed up with that for years, and I don't direct deposit my whole check into SoFi. I split it between other bank accounts as well, but SoFi has the 2-day early direct deposit, and it works great. So I typically get paid on Friday. However, with the direct deposit amount that I'm putting in SoFi, I get paid on Wednesday in my SoFi bank account. And typically it's around 11 or 12 p.m. And I see it right there, get the notification, open up the app, and boom, it's right there. Getting paid 2 days early with SoFi is a great benefit. I can put that money to work over in my savings account, earning that 4.30% APY. I can move it over to the investing platform, invest in stocks that day, the next day, or, pay a bill early, anything like that. So that 2 days early is definitely great. You might think of it like, 2 days, that's nothing. But like 2 days, you can do a lot in 2 days. So with getting paid 2 days earlier, there's a lot of things you can set in motion to get going for sure. And so it's really convenient. Now with other accounts that I don't get paid 2 days early in, I feel like they're lagging behind, even though that's the normal day I would get paid on. It's just like, oh, really? I got to wait till Friday for the money to go over there? It's like, okay. But yeah, so SoFi 2 days early, that is great for sure. And the FDIC insurance, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, typically protects depositors up to $250,000 in bank accounts. With SoFi, you can get insurance up to $2 million right there on deposits. And how SoFi does that right there is that they spread your deposits basically in a network of participating banks. Now, your money is still on the SoFi Bank platform for sure. Like if you have $1 million there, it's going to be $1 million in SoFi. But to get you more than that $250,000 typical FDIC insurance, your money is being spread to participating banks that they're working with. Sometimes they're called program banks or participating banks. You see different words, terminology like that. But basically, it's banks that they partner with to increase FDIC insurance for their customers right there. One of the main things you have to watch out with that, which it doesn't affect many people, doesn't affect me, is that if you have deposits with those other banks that they work with, then that could come into the factor with as far as how much money is being protected. If you got millions of dollars spread out and you have some of those money with these other banks or something, then that's not going to be completely covered. You may want to look into that more right there. If you're going to be having a high balance like that, see where else your other money is at if you have accounts with those other participating banks. And with that checking account with SoFi, it does come with a debit card, also provided through MasterCard. And with that debit card right there, you can withdraw money through a vast network of ATMs. SoFi works with the Allpoint network to provide over 55,000 fee-free ATMs. So there are a lot of ATMs that you can go to and withdraw money to have transactions like that and not have to worry about any kind of fee, not have to pay any kind of fee or anything like that, because the Allpoint network is vast right there, over 55,000 ATMs that SoFi is working with. So that works great with that debit card right there. And also when you have direct deposit set up, you can qualify for the no fee overdraft coverage. You'll be covered up to $50 with no fees if you have that qualifying direct deposits going on right there. And also they have a feature where you can get up to 15% cash back at local stores when you pay with your SoFi debit card right there. And I personally haven't noticed any of these places where I live and places that I visited, so it must not be a large network of it. Of course, I haven't used it in various cities, just a couple cities I kind of checked to see, is there any, places around here that have that 15%, cash back offer right there that are working with SoFi. I haven't seen that many like that, but I'm going to start actually viewing it more when I'm out of town and traveling to see, which cities have, establishments that work with SoFi right there with that 15% cash back right there. So that is nice to have, if you do have, stores that offer that. So that is another feature right there some people could definitely use and have. Over 55,000 Allpoint ATMs, which they state is more locations than Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America combined. So that is a bold statement right there. A lot of ATMs for sure with that. And you can deposit money with SoFi as well at various retailers through their green dot services. Now there is a fee with that. That's kind of a con, I guess you could say, because with checking accounts, online checking accounts, that's one of the things that I've noticed is kind of like a weak spot for them. Some of the accounts I've noticed out there, you can't even deposit cash at all. Now, the other ones that I have seen, like SoFi, and there are a couple others where you can deposit cash. However, you have to go to a certain retail location. So with them, SoFi, they work with Green Dot, where you can go to different locations to deposit cash. And I think the fee is around $4.95, around $5 or something like that to deposit cash. So that is kind of a spot right there that is kind of a weak point for SoFi. I've never used that. I have seen other online accounts where you can deposit cash at ATMs and different things like that. Sometimes there's a fee associated with it, sometimes there's not. But that's one reason why I keep a checking account with a major bank I have local branches in my area with, so I could just go and deposit cash at those ATMs without a problem. And then if I want to, I could transfer that money over to SoFi. So yeah, that's one of the things I really like about SoFi is the checking and savings account, both separately and how they work seamlessly, effortlessly together right there. It's really great to have a checking and savings account in the same spot that works so well together, where you can move money back and forth. oh, maybe you're putting a lot of money in your savings account, right? They barely have any in your checking because you want to earn that higher APY, but maybe something's coming up. Oh, I want to do this, I want to spend this, but I want to do it from my debit card or something like that. You can just easily transfer money from that savings account to the checking account, and it's there in seconds. So that's been great right there, and definitely convenient right there with SoFi and their banking services right there. One of my favorite things that I like about SoFi. And on to number 3, the next thing I really like about SoFi is the investing platform. It is great to use, very effective, laid out very in a minimalist kind of simple way where you know what you're doing automatically. There's not a lot of confusion going on with their app. It's laid out in a very nice way, very pleasant, very user friendly right there. And I've been using their investment platform for years now to buy individual stocks and some ETFs every now and then sometimes. And their active investing is mainly what I do. They were one of the actually first major companies that I know of that were allowing crypto purchases on their investment platform. Of course, you have the crypto platforms that just do crypto. That's been going on, of course, for years in the wallets and things like that. But as far as like in active investing platforms having crypto with them as well, they had it going on for years right here with SoFi. And I actually like dabbled in a little bit of Bitcoin, years ago, back when the price was really low, not enough to be rich or anything like that, but just because it was like a promo going on with SoFi where it's like I think if you buy Litecoin or Bitcoin or vice versa, you get some of the other or something. So I did a little bit of that, and it was like kind of introduced me to crypto. Basically, SoFi Invest introduced me to crypto years ago. And like I said, I didn't do enough to, really be living the life, I guess, right now with the crypto life, like the crypto ballers and things like that got rich off of Bitcoin and things like that. But unless they, held on and, didn't sell, take profits and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we won't get into all of that because, crypto is very volatile. So, and this isn't investment advice or anything like that. When it comes to investing, I'm mainly about individual stocks and ETFs. And SoFi Invest platform is great. There's no commission, zero commission as far as buying stocks, no, price per trade for selling or buying or anything like that. No commissions at all. And that's been going on with like major companies that have been doing that in the past couple of years. It used to be, every time you place a trade, pretty much you get charged $4, $3, $5, something like that at some of the major, financial institutions and things. But a lot of other institutions have gone to zero commission trades, and SoFi, they pretty much started with it, I think. I don't know if I've ever paid a commission with SoFi. And like I said, I've been using them for years. But yeah, zero commissions right there with SoFi. So that's great. And they have fractional shares, which is great because, some share prices are, $100, $200, $300, big share price. Home Depot's trading around $300. Apple's all-time high right now, of course, around $180. And you have companies that trade for way more than that, Berkshire Hathaway. So, not every time, not everybody wants to, purchase shares by share, each time. You may want to throw $50 towards a stock, $100, $25 towards a stock, something like that. And you can own a piece of that share. If a stock's trading at $100, you don't want to pay a whole $100 right now to buy the stock, but you want to get into it, or you want to add to your position, put in $25 order for the stock, and then you have 0.25 shares. You don't have a whole share of it, or you add 0.25 shares. You keep doing that, and it builds. And that's great because that motivates people to, even invest more. If you can do automated investment of just like $10 a week into something, different stocks, spread out $100 every week or $100 every month into different stocks and ETFs, and buying those fractional amounts. Well, that builds up. So definitely fractional share purchases are great, and SoFi does have that. With as little as $5, you could be putting money towards stocks and ETFs. So that is great right there. I really like fractional investing because a lot of times with stock purchases, I put in limit orders, sometimes market orders, but usually limit orders of exact price where I want to buy or sell a stock. But sometimes, I do the fractional shares where I just want to throw, $30 or $50 or something at a stock, just add to my position or start a new position. And you could do that, at one time, or you could do that, change the frequency and do it, every certain day of the week or month or things like that. So that's really great right there with fractional shares, and also setting up, frequency, different kind of automated investments. You could definitely do that with SoFi, very easy. And they have different knowledge portals on SoFi, and within the app and online. They have all kind of articles to learn more about active investing, or crypto or IRAs or ETFs or different things like that. And it's really neat for somebody that's beginning in investing. And this is definitely an opportunity to learn more, to increase your knowledge, to increase your financial literacy and everything, which is great. I don't necessarily like go through the articles all the time and things like that, but it is neat. Even for like subjects that I know about, I do sometimes like to read about them to see how other people are presenting the information. Maybe they're presenting it in a way that will help me better teach somebody else, or may even make me understand something more, something like that. So I'm not saying I'm a know-all or anything like that, but definitely, I do like when companies embrace education in their platform. They don't just throw the ability to do something at you. You can buy and sell stocks, or you can buy and sell, Roth. You can open an IRA, something like that. Well, how about you learn more about it too as well? You feel more confident if you're going to learn more about it, and that's part of what my channel is about here on YouTube. I want people to feel more confident in their finances, because once you feel more confident in your finances, you make better decisions. You want to make better decisions. You want to grow your wealth, and SoFi is doing that on their platform with their articles and with their different knowledge aspects that they have going on in their platforms. And they have different things that they've added on to the Invest platform. Within the last couple of years, recently they added options trading. So, and you can learn more about options trading on that platform. I won't go over all into it right now, but some of you, of course, watching the channel and everything, you know what options trading is. So they recently added options trading. However, you can only buy options right now on the platform. You cannot sell options. So you can buy call options or put options, but you can't sell them yet. So I believe they're still working on that to update that, and that'll be great right there, because selling put options and call options is something that I'm interested in sometimes doing. So, and doing it on this platform would be great. So yeah, they just recently added options trading, and it's laid out in a very nice way. You kind of see how it looks right there. So, and yeah, they recently added that. And also they recently added margin investing. So margin investing, basically if you're taking out a loan against your investments and your money in your account to basically buy stocks and ETFs on the platform, money that you don't necessarily have, but you're taking out a loan to have access to a certain amount of money so you can buy more stocks and ETFs. Now, me personally, I don't use margin investing, but some people do. Some people want to. So it's available to you on that platform with SoFi if you want to, with SoFi Invest. So yeah, they recently added margin trading, and so they'd be updating that. For most companies, they have logos of it, which I think that's a really neat thing. It pretty much just like adds to the experience of investing. You see your portfolio, you see that Apple logo, you see that Target logo, that Microsoft logo, the Amazon logo, CVS logo, whatever it is, SoFi logo, you so Bank of America logo. So, you see the logos right there for the companies that you own, and it just, I don't know, for me personally, I like that. It's a little simple thing. It's a user experience type of thing. It's an aesthetic type of thing, kind of, but it is really neat. Not all platforms have that. They just have like the ticker symbol. That's kind of boring, right? I mean, you just see like AAPL or MSFT, or just whatever it is, ticker symbol is or something. And you're just like, okay, I mean, you still own the stock, and that's the main thing, of course, is that you are putting money towards a stock, a company, and you're owning part of it. That's the main thing, of course, with investing, and increasing your wealth, making different things, of course. But that's the aspect. You want to make sure you're actually owning something, which you're doing on this platform, of course. But the having the logo of something just adds to it. I believe it just kind of just, I don't know, for me personally, I know other people like that as well. I'm pretty sure I've talked to, but it just adds to that confidence. It builds to that as well, I believe. And it just adds to that aspect of like, yeah, I own a piece of this company. Like, look at my portfolio, like it's neat. I don't know. I like that. So yeah, they have that for several companies, not all companies. Some of them just have a letter for whatever the company is, like NRG, a company I'm invested in, on their platform. I think it just has like N or something for the logo. So they don't have all the logos for the companies and everything, but that's fine. So yeah, the Invest platform is really nice. I use the active investing platform mainly on SoFi. Like I said, I have used crypto a little bit in the past. Don't currently really do much with that anymore on the SoFi platform, but it is there. And the thing with them, they have several coins on their crypto platform. I'll talk about it a little bit on here because I know some people are interested in that. So yeah, they don't just have like the big coins, just the Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin, things like that. They have several other coins. They have Dogecoin, of course, that's a big one, I guess you could say. And they have Polkadot and I believe Avalanche. Different, just all kind of coins that aren't as big in market cap as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of course, they do have the main big ones right there, but they have several other coins, and they've been adding to their coins that they have available right there with their cryptocurrency. So it's another aspect where they've been doing updates and adding more of what people want. So yeah, they have several information right there on that if you want to learn more about that platform online on the website for sure, if you don't have the app and everything. And they also have automated investing for people that want a hands-off approach to investment. They want to invest. They don't want to learn too much about it. They don't want to, keep up with the individual stocks or the news and the macroeconomics and the microeconomics, but they want to invest and they want to be more hands-off on it. Well, SoFi has automated investing, also known as robo investing, robot investing, as you could say for short. And so they have that on their platform. I haven't used it personally, but it is an option right there, a feature that is available that I'm sure many people use and would like to use. So, you get just pretty much, usually with these kind of investment platforms with the automated investment, you answer some questions about what are your goals are with your investing, what are your risk tolerance, things like that. You have your diversification set up and the frequency of how often you're going to be investing, how much money you're going to be investing, with the recurring deposits, things like that. So yeah, they have that on their platform. Very neat, very well thought out investment platform right here. So more information on that, of course, if you want to check that out, definitely check that out on the website. Frequently asked questions and everything like that laid out really nicely. And also with SoFi Invest, they have IRAs. So you can open up an IRA with SoFi, a Roth IRA, traditional IRA, or SEP IRA. So that is great for retirement. You can set that up on SoFi as well. Going back to that first reason why I really like SoFi, the all-in-one app. This is part of that all-in-one app for sure. You got the bank accounts, you got the regular active investing if you want to do that, or you just do in retirement investment, or you want to do both. You can do that with SoFi. So yeah, and of course they have financial planners that can help you with that at no additional cost right there. Understanding your financial situation. If you need help, that is there for you right there. They have active or automated. You could do both with SoFi. If you want to dabble in both, you could definitely do both right there. So it's all right there available to you in that platform right there with SoFi. So yeah, they have the IRA, individual retirement account. So that's great right there. And options, we talked about that. They recently added that. And IPO investing. They added this a few years ago, and it was right around the time, kind of like during the post-COVID time of the stock market, where things were really just rallying. Stocks were coming out with IPO, and they were just going up really high. I remember the SPACs, starting out like $10 or so or something like that, and they were just raising, going up to like $50, $60. It was a wild time in the market back then. If you were in the market, you definitely understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, they added this IPO investing around that time, and so with Rivian, I think I got in on Rivian and NU Bank with them, and some of those stocks really declined shortly after that. So it was a rough time kind of to introduce this. It's probably kind of left a sour taste in some people's mouth with IPO investing, initial public offering investing, but it is an option that is there. That is exciting to get in on a new company that just went public and be able to own shares of them, because sometimes this is a feature that's only available to major investors, those with like millions, billions of dollars, the Warren Buffetts and Ken Fishers, the Bill Ackmans, people of that stature right there, where they can get in on these initial public offerings up front right there. But SoFi makes it available to me and you, the everyday, the retail investors, the retail traders, where we can get in on the IPO investing. You can sign up for it, get notifications, and they don't have every stock that goes public with the IPO. They have just some that go public. So it is just an option that is there, another feature right there that I like about SoFi Invest that is available there right there. You just you answer some questions, you put in how many shares you want to purchase, and you don't necessarily get all those shares you want to purchase. Like I think I got like 30% or 50% of what I wanted when I did the IPO investing, somewhere around that amount, but it's still something. So it was neat to have right there. So IPO investing is on SoFi Invest. And another neat aspect about the SoFi Invest platform and the design of it within the app is the social features. SoFi is short for social finance, and this is an element of it where it really shines, because there's a social aspect to their investing platform, which is really neat, and it's optional. So you don't have to share your portfolio with anybody. You can see other people's portfolios that have shared theirs optionally, but you don't have to share yours. So you can share yours if you want to. While you're in the app browsing an individual stock or an ETF, you can see recent investor activity of other investors like you. You can see whether they bought a stock, if they scheduled a limit order, if they sold a stock. It's really neat right there. So, and also, this is optional. When you buy or sell or set a limit order or anything, yours will not be shown unless you've opted in to show, your portfolio and your activity and things like that. And then also you could used to be able to comment on it, but they recently removed that. I believe right here, update, it says it was in 2021 where they've removed the comments. I remember seeing people comment like and reacting to different people's like buys and sales. You can still react to it. Basically you can like do a $sign, a heart symbol, an up arrow, a down arrow, a question mark, an exclamation point, or like a light bulb, bright idea type of reaction. So the reactions are still on there. The comments, they took that away. So I guess there's some abuse going on with that or something like that. They said temporarily removed. They said at this time they don't have a date and when that feature will be made available again. So that's something that they're have looked into. And for the people that have opted into this, you can see their portfolio. You can see what percentage of this stock they have, how much they have in cash, not like the actual amount of cash they have, but of their portfolio. Like if they have 75% in different stocks and like 25% of their portfolio is cash, and you'll see just like 25% cash. Or you see their cryptocurrency as well. If they have 10% in Bitcoin or something like that. So it does have a really neat feature with the social aspect of it. You can just kind of peek into other people's portfolios and see their performance. You can see a leaderboard of people's performance. There's people in there that have like 3-digit percentage gains and stuff. And I looked at a couple of them, and some of them are Bitcoin. I guess some people bought Bitcoin really early, something like that. So, and you can see the individual stocks they own and things like that. So that's a neat aspect of the investment platform. They have that leaderboard. You can see overall, you can see where you rank in it. And basically all you need to do to basically be involved in the ranking of everything in the leaderboard is have, your social sharing enabled, own at least 3 holdings, and have an account value of at least $500. And you can also see their watch list. So you can see somebody's watch list on here. So if you had your watch list on there and it had your social sharing enabled, you would have your stuff, available for people to see. So it's a really neat feature. I've not seen really anything like that in any other, major bank or financial institution. Of course, I don't use a ton of other ones. So there might be another bank or financial institution that has something like this implemented. But me personally, I don't know. Like even for accounts that I do have with other banks, I don't have investing with every other bank. And that's one part about SoFi Invest that could definitely be better, is that the graph is kind of basic for a stock. Because on the stock page, yeah, they got the graph for like a day, a week, a month, 3 month, 1 year, and 5 years. So they don't have like a max chart where you can't see the gains or the loss of a stock since its inception. And they don't have like a year to date. So that would be neat if they have year to date at least. And of course, they have like an about section that gives, a paragraph or so about the company, what they are, what they do. And then in the investment section, you see the value of what you're holding, the average cost, the return, how many shares you've got, your unrealized gains, if you've held a stock and it's gone up, but you haven't sold, that's unrealized gains right there. And you can see your dividend amounts, the amount of dividends you've collected. And then in the details of the stock, you just see, its recent low, its high, its opening amount. And then you see the 52-week low, the 52-week high, and then you can swipe and you'll see the volume of the stock and the average daily volume, and then the market cap, the PE ratio, the price to earnings ratio, and then the dividend yield. So that's pretty much all the information currently they show about a stock, which is definitely like a low, more bare minimum type of amount. That's one aspect that definitely could be improved on there, but it keeps it really basic. But I don't go to SoFi for my research on the stock. Like this is where I go to buy and sell for my holdings for this portfolio. So like, yeah, I might look at the recent price action for sure, like the high, the low, things like that. Maybe swipe over, look at the, dividend yield, just to remind myself of it, or to, something like that. Maybe the PE ratio, but like, it's definitely not where I go for research for a stock. But besides that, then of course they have that investor activity, which I was talking about, where you can see, people what they've recently done, sold a stock, bought the stock, followed it, things like that. And then they have a news section where you can see some of the recent news on the stock. And their news section is nice because there's articles and there's also information about, major hedge funds that have recently, initiated a position in the stock or sold shares in the stock or bought shares of a stock or, things like that. So that's definitely neat to see that. And so you'll see your actual activity for that specific stock or ETF, whether you bought it or sold it in the date. You can click on that to get more information about like, what time was it filled, the order type, the market price, the shares, total cost, things like that. So that's neat. They used to have it where your dividends would be on this section as well, on the activity where you got your dividends and that was reinvested. So yeah, it's not on that section anymore, but the dividends section where you can see your dividends is on the main activity portion of SoFi Invest, where you see all of your activity as far as your recent buys, your deposits, your sales, and things like that. And then you can see your dividend amounts. And then there's also a filtering feature where you can filter by the date range or the transaction type, where there was a deposit, withdrawal, dividend, buy or sell, and the amounts, a minimum amount, maximum amount, things like that. And so yeah, there is some organization that you can see that definitely would be helpful right there. So there's some aspects, there's some definitely detailed data on that SoFi Invest platform, and there's a basic, like a more minimalist approach to it as well. So it's a good combination of that, like I say, for sure. But yeah, and they have several ETFs available on the platform, and SoFi also has their own ETFs that are available, and the way they have it laid out right there on their app and everything is really neat, where you can see they have like ETFs for different kind of sectors, different kind of goals and things like that. So it's really neat. They have their own ETFs, SoFi Energy ETF, SoFi Social ETF, and the Be Your Own Boss ETF, and yeah, so several ETFs right there from SoFi themselves. And of course, then they have the major ETFs, from the, Vanguards and the State Street and the QQQ, all those, major different kind of ETFs. They have several major different a variety of ETFs, definitely. And definitely check out my video. If you're interested in ETFs, exchange traded funds, I definitely have a couple of videos on my channel right there about what they are and how they work. And also I have a great video on my top 5 favorite ETFs for long-term investing. And it also includes alternatives to those ETFs as well. And, there are different sectors. There's the total market ones. There are the technology ones, the real estate, various ETFs. The ETF investing is a great way for people to get exposure to a lot of different stocks, a lot of different sectors without being in individual stocks themselves. A lot of people just do ETF investing. They don't want to be in individual stocks because they don't want to, follow the ups and downs of, something happened to that company, something in the news, or they're selling a product that's kind of, controversial, or, the drug they're about to put out failed in the test, or the FDA, or the stock plummets, different reasons why stocks go up and down. And some people don't want to be, exposed to that because they're stressed and things like that. So when the ETF, you kind of spread out your stress, you kind of spread out your risk. Where if something happens to an individual company that's in that ETF, yeah, the ETF may go down some depending on the weighting, the allocation of it. But they have several other companies in that ETF kind of balance it out. And not saying ETFs aren't risky or aren't volatile themselves either, but usually typically they're less risky, less volatile than stocks. So they have a question right here. Yeah, and right here, even a question on the website: are ETFs riskier than stocks? ETFs are commonly understood to be slightly less risky than stocks because they are a small portfolio or multiple investments. So the volatility that may be seen in a single stock will be less impactful to the overall collection. However, investors should still understand risk as a factor with any type of investment, which is basically, kind of what I'm saying right there. So yeah, less risky, but there's still risk associated. Hopefully this video won't be too long, but it's just a really like these things that I like about SoFi, I really like about SoFi. It's not just like, oh yeah, I like this part about SoFi. It's like I like this part about SoFi because of this. So yeah, there's several reasons why I like the SoFi Invest platform. But yeah, those are some of them right there laid out for you. So yeah, that is number 3 right here on my list right here. And one of the main reasons why I like SoFi Bank is the SoFi Invest platform. All right, and now on to number 4. The fourth reason why I really like SoFi Bank is the SoFi Member Rewards program. This program is very neat. Not all banks have reward programs, or some of them do, and they're just tied directly to spending, like spend money, spend money, spend money, get points, get points. When, obviously, and of course, you can use that in a smart way, with credit card rewards, use them, pay off the credit card, but redeem the rewards, and not have any interest on the credit card. That's a smart way to use the credit cards for sure. And different kind of banks have rewards like that. And SoFi does have a credit card with rewards tied into that with cash back. But here at number 4, I'm talking about the Member Rewards program. Now, this SoFi Member Rewards program that I'm speaking of right now isn't necessarily directly linked to the credit card. Yeah, you can redeem points towards the statement credit to the credit card and earn some points with it. But this rewards program is linked to different aspects of SoFi Bank because you can earn points in several different ways and you can redeem points in several different ways. And I'm going to get into more detail here, and I'm going to pull up my rewards program and see what I've earned. So right now, as of recording this video, I have earned 8,314 points, and I've redeemed 8,124 points, which means with this rewards program, I've redeemed $81.24. Yeah, and this is not like anything that's costs money or anything like that with SoFi points with this rewards program. So I haven't paid any money to redeem points. Yeah, you could spend money in different ways. I'm going to go over the exact ways. If you set up recurring investments or crypto investments, then you can get points those ways as well. I'm going to pull up right here and go over the ways you can earn points and then go over how you can redeem them. And with this program, I'm actually earning 2 times points because I am in the SoFi Plus program. And the SoFi Plus program is another reason why I do like SoFi. The SoFi Plus program is a free program that you can join just by pretty much having direct deposit set up. So if you have qualifying direct deposit set up on your account, then you will be a member of SoFi Plus, which has various benefits to it. And one of the main benefits is that you get 2 times points unlocked. So you will be earning double rewards points on select activities with SoFi Plus. So now, how to earn points? They have it broken down in different sections with banking, investing, credit card, loans, relay, using the app. So yeah, like I was mentioning, there's various different ways to earn points. So let's go over here. So under banking, if you send money to a friend, you'll get points. Activate the debit card, you'll get points, which I've done that. I'm surprised that one hasn't unlocked for me right there. I'm going to try to see what's going on with that. Maybe deactivate it and activate it again. But I do have the debit card and I have used it. So, and as you see right here, I've done several of these activities and earned these points right here. So yeah, next you can set up paying your bills, you'll earn points. Add the debit card to your mobile wallet and you'll earn points. Well, I'm guessing they added the ability to earn points by activating the debit card after I'd already activated the debit card. So, and they have updated this rewards program for sure. They've added ways to earn points. So that could have been definitely what happened right there. Maybe, maybe not. I'll look into that more. But let's see up here. And then investing. If you set up a recurring deposit into invest, you'll earn points. And they have it set up here pretty much laid out, the requirements and the stipulations. $50 deposit minimum, up to 3 times a week. Deposits processed on business days only. So you can earn points just by depositing money into invest. And when you deposit money into invest, it's pretty much money that you'll use, to buy stocks and ETFs. They're not necessarily saying you have to buy stocks or ETFs that day or that many times with that much money. You just have to deposit money into that. And I was doing that and earning points, and that's reoccurring. So you don't see a check mark by it like the other previous section because you can do this more than once. Things that you can do more than once, won't necessarily be checked off as one time. As you saw on the banking side right there, there's one time right there set up with some of those things. And then next on to credit card, there's several ways to earn points with the credit card. And this section right here is kind of grayed out for me because I don't have the credit card. But like I was mentioning at the beginning towards of the video, I'm definitely interested in that credit card with SoFi, and I will be likely applying for it soon, and I'll make a video on that. But see, with credit card right here, you could spend on SoFi Travel, earn points, spend on the credit card, earn points, and refer a friend, earn points, activate the credit card, add the credit card to digital wallet to earn points, set up auto pay for credit card, first purchase on the credit card, earn points, and then auto pay. If you have that set up, you'll earn points right there. So several different ways to earn points with the credit card. Like I was mentioning, yeah, this program isn't necessarily tied directly to the credit card, but it does have, features and benefits of using the credit cards tied to it. And so next on to loans. I don't have any loans with SoFi, but you can earn points with the loans by signing a student loan refinance document, setting up auto pay, uploading application documents for student loan refinance or the private student loan. So you can earn points that way. And now Relay is like their credit monitoring feature they have going on at SoFi. This is another feature I could have included. If I had like a top 10 reasons why I like SoFi, I might have included Relay. I haven't really used necessarily Relay because I use other sources for checking my credit, but I mean, I should go ahead and probably use SoFi Relay because I do, like I say, use SoFi a lot. It's one of my main financial institutions for sure. So right here with the Relay, you can sign up for credit monitoring, link a non-SoFi debt account, link a non-SoFi spend account. So basically, you're setting up other accounts with SoFi to help them know your financial situation, to help you with loans or different aspects that they could help you, and so you can see the bigger picture of your pretty much financial situation. So they have it where you can link other, accounts with your SoFi basically to see that. Not necessarily like you're like bringing over your money from other accounts or your debt for other accounts, but you can just have it where you can see it within the app with SoFi. So that's really neat. So different ways like that. They even have it if your credit score goes up, you'll earn points. If you set your monthly spend target, you'll earn points. So several ways right there to help build your credit, and you'll earn points while doing it. And then using the app right now, they have a 7-day login streak where you'll earn points right there, and that restarts after the points are earned. And that's a way that I've definitely been earning points lately because I haven't been doing so much of the other things. You see, I've done some of the banking things, I've done the investing things, which that could be reoccurring. Don't have the credit card, loans, or Relay, but I do use the app. And I believe what's my current, let's see, login streak. They have login streaks as well. So I've logged in a total of 366 days right now. So yeah, a lot of days I've been logged in right here in this app, and I believe I missed a day. It would have been longer than that, but I missed a day one day, and I was like, no. But yeah, so I had to restart my login. But yeah, if you log in recurrently every 7 days, you will earn points. So yeah, the SoFi Rewards program, various different ways to earn points. So when you're earning all those points, you may be thinking, okay, wow, you do several things, few things, you get 100 points, 1,000 points, 5,000 points, 500 points, whatever you have. You get all these points built up. So how do you redeem them? Let's get into how you redeem the points. So you can redeem the points in various different ways. And so for most of the ways too, when you redeem your points, it's pretty much $1 per 100 points, except for one way. And I'll tell you about that. So in active investing, if you want to move your money over into that, for me, it will be right now I only have 190 points. So it'll be $1.90. If I want to move it over to my checking or savings accounts, I would be moving over $1.90. Or if you had a personal loan or a student loan, you can redeem it as a payment towards that for $1 per 100 points. And if you had the credit card, you could do a credit on your statement, but that one right there isn't the $1 per 100 points. It's 50 cents per 100 points. So that is the one that's a little bit different right there. But for most of the aspects of redeeming your points or moving your points over to convert it into actual money, cash, is $1 per 100 points. Like I was stating in the video as well, a lot of information within the app. If you get to a point where you're a little stuck and you don't want to go to customer service next, you want to see if you can find out yourself, a lot of information on the app. And of course right there they have the chat feature on that where you can go and chat with an agent at SoFi to learn more about something, or if you have an issue with something right there. It starts out automated basically with your virtual assistant, but if you needed more help, you can get contacted to a human. But a lot of times, people can use the virtual automated system and find out the answer for what they're looking for. So yeah, and you can set up auto redeem if you want it. Like when you meet a certain points, you can move it over however you want it to. For me personally with this, typically what I do every time I get to about 500 points or 1,000 points, I'll just move it over, convert it to cash into my savings account. $1 per 100 points. So it'd be $5 and $10 like that. So like I said, if you do a few activities, it really adds up quickly. For me lately, it's mostly been the login streak, but hey, for me with SoFi Plus, I'm earning 20 points every time I do that. So that's neat. So yeah, that is number 4 right there. One of the reasons why I really like SoFi is the SoFi Member Rewards program. The fifth reason why I really like SoFi Bank is the app itself, the design of the app, which I've talked about this throughout the video in the different sections about the reasons why I like SoFi. So this section won't be that long. As you could tell if you've been listening to the video, I like the design, the layout of the app. I like the simplicity of it, but also the informative aspect of it. So as you kind of see right there, it's just kind of like a screenshot or promotion screenshot of their app right there they have on the website. Your account, as soon as you log in right there, everything's laid out right there on the front. You can click on each section to go into more depth and more detail of that section, whether it be the banking, investing, or your loans, or at the bottom of the screen, you can quickly go to it there. And then they have sections about, you like your rewards program or your watch list for your stocks and investments, news on stocks and things like that, news on finances, tips on finances. And you can learn more about just finances in general, your financial situations. If you have Relay set up, you can see your credit situation. So it's just really all in one. That all in one aspect of this bank is all in one in the app as well. So yeah, you can do a lot with this bank in general, and within the app you can see and do a lot as well. Me personally, I've probably only logged into SoFi, the website, version of SoFi, a couple of times. I could probably count on one or two hands how many times I've logged on online, and that's not necessarily because I needed to do something. It's just to log in, really, because I've pretty much everything. I can't even think of something I needed to log in online on the website to do, because that happens a lot of times with online accounts, online banks, is that yeah, they have a mobile app, you could do some things on there, but it's like, oh, if you want to do this, you got to go to the website version. Oh, you want to do this, you got to go to the desktop website version. Oh, you want to do that, you got to go to the desktop website version of the account. But for SoFi, like, I can't even think. Like, I'm really trying to think. I've been thinking before I've recorded this section, like, what did I ever have to log in on the desktop to do with SoFi? Maybe I think it's taxes a few years ago to see a better layout of my tax situation or something. But in general, like, with the app, there's so much you can do on it, and you could just, that's it. It's all in one in the app. That's one reason why I really like the SoFi Bank, is because the app is so great. There's so many features you can do within the app, and I like the look of it. Like there's the bold fonts, the graphics and everything with the app. It's just pretty much laid out right there. Now, when you first start using it, it can be a little overwhelming, kind of, because there's a lot. Especially if you have like a couple of accounts going on, maybe invest or a loan going on, because up front you got a lot going on at you right there. Because a lot of people are used to just having a checking account or savings account with a bank, and then having a loan over here or the credit card over there or something like that. But yeah, at first it could be overwhelming if you got several things going on, because you have it all laid out right there for you, and then you start scrolling and you start seeing, like, the credit monitoring thing, because it has sections on it where even if you don't have that set up, it'll be like, hey, enroll in this, and also sometimes it'll be like, hey, if you enroll in this, you'll get points, set up Relay, get points, or do this, get points, or something like that. So some people may find that annoying. I don't personally. Let's go over to some of the reviews because this app, of course, is available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. So let's see kind of what the reviews are right here. And on Google Play right there, you got 4.1 stars with 29,000 reviews. Let's see here. So yeah, mostly 5 stars. There's some 1 stars for there for sure. You got SoFi is great. The app is easy to navigate. Best banking app there is, 5 stars. And there's a 1 star right there with that. And there's SoFi, which is short for social finance. They've replied to it right there. So that's good. And yeah, a 1 star right there. Another 1 star, 4 star, 2 star, 4 star. So yeah, you've got some various different reviews where people are thinking, where people have on here. And let's go over to the Apple App Store. Got 4.8 stars with 253,000 ratings right there. So way more ratings and a higher star count right here. Mostly 5 stars right there. But of course, you got other stars, 4, 3, some 2s, and some 1s. 5-star easy navigation. You have a 5-star with absolute worst customer service. Maybe they updated it. But yeah, but SoFi has responded to that. Let's see here. Some more reviews. A lot of 5-star reviews right here. A 3-star. There's 3-star and a 4-star. So yeah, various different reviews right there. But me personally, like I said, I've had a great experience with this app through and through, and I'll definitely look forward to continue using it and having my accounts on there and everything. I like the look of it, and I like how they've been updating things. This is another, I guess, section another thing I could throw in this section about the design of the app. It's how they've updated things, and it just works seamlessly. Like when things get updated and they add new features, it doesn't just like stand out like, oh man, this is messing up my app experience. It just flawlessly just kind of works in. When they added options trading or they added margin, it's like, even though I don't use margin investing, it's not like in my way. It's not like, oh, now I gotta click this off or get rid of this just to get to my invest part or something like that. It's just there, like sometimes it's like a little reminder or something. That doesn't pop up. It's just like on the screen, hey, and you can swipe past it or something if you don't want to see it anymore. And then like same things with the options trading, so that'll come up there, but it's not like in my face where I have to click off of it or do something every time I want to invest in a stock or ETF or something like that. So yeah, even when they add things, and that's the one thing I really like about SoFi is that they've just been updating this app and updating the features, and I don't have a lot of bugs with the app. I don't have a lot of crashes or anything like that. So yeah, that is it with number 5. The 5th reason why I really like SoFi Bank is the app itself, the design of it, the layout, the features, the ability to do so much within the app. That is great. And one of the kind of honorable mentions, reasons why I really like SoFi as well, is the referral program. Their referral program is awesome. And I've referred people to SoFi Bank for sure. People that I know have signed up, and people that I don't know through the channel right here with Finance with Avery. I have my referral link down in the description. So yeah, if you want to sign up with SoFi, the banking aspect, the checking and savings account, or the investing aspect, definitely check out my referral link in the description. So yeah, their referral program is awesome. As you see right there, you can get referral bonuses for referring people to SoFi in various different ways, whether it be to the active investing platform. Get up to $1,000 for each friend you refer to the student loan refinancing. And then you have the personal loan. You can get $300 and give $300. So that's a nice bonus as well. And then you have private loans, right there you can earn up to $500 referring somebody to that. The credit card, you can get $100 for each friend you refer to the credit card with SoFi. And then right there, there's checking and savings account that I was saying right there. You get $75 for referring somebody, and they'll get $25. So yeah, and basically right there, how it works is pretty easy right there. For me personally, like I have my referral link in the descriptions because I can easily access my referral link within the app. I can copy and paste it. I can send it to somebody via text, post it on Twitter, post it, just various different ways right there to post your referral link right there. So it's very easy, very seamless. And like I said, I haven't had really mainly any issues with getting my referral bonus. There may be like a time or two it kind of lagged behind the normal time frame. And when I've gotten my other referral bonuses, when I know people have signed up, most of the time when my referral bonus, I just log in and I'll see like, oh, I got more money. I may notice, or I'll go to my referral section. And you can see like how much money you've gained in referral bonuses. And I'm like, oh, wow, somebody, clicked on the link and opened the account. That's awesome. So yeah, thank you to everybody out there that if you hear this and you've signed up with SoFi through my referral link, definitely thank you for that. That is awesome. Hope you're enjoying the experience with SoFi, because I know I definitely am. And I feel good referring people to SoFi because as you know from this video, I really like SoFi Bank. So yeah, their referral program is one of the things I really definitely like about SoFi. And quickly, another thing I like about SoFi is their management team. They have a great wealth of knowledge and experience in their management team. Now, I won't go into deep details with this right there, but if you're interested in knowing more about that, I would definitely check out their website. You can get a lot of information about their leadership team and their experience right here. Anthony Noto, the CEO from Goldman Sachs, also was Chief Financial Officer of the NFL, the National Football League. And you have the Chief People Officer who worked with Tesla and also worked with Stryker, person on the management team right here with a wealth of experience at leadership roles at JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the United States by total assets. And then right here, another leader right here who has experience with JP Morgan, Charles Schwab. For some people haven't heard of SoFi, some people are like, oh, what's SoFi? I've seen it, or I'm not too sure. Is there, what kind of bank is this? Is it a big bank? Is it a major bank? It's not a large bank, it's not in the top 10 or top 20 largest bank in the United States by total assets, not at all. But with the experience stuff, you would think so almost, with how great the app works, how great the service and banking has been. And then also if you look at the leadership management team, they've come from major institutions, major financial institutions, a very prestigious school. So yeah, it definitely has that background with it when it comes to that as well. Their management team, very well thought out right here. And it gives you confidence in banking with them, with the leadership team. For me personally, I know it did. When I first started with SoFi, I was like, oh, let me check out some more information about SoFi. And then of course, when I started investing actually in SoFi stock, I wanted to see, more about the management team. And it definitely gave me confidence in that aspect too. So yeah, that is another reason why I really like SoFi right there. Kind of an honorable mention type of reason is their background and their management team. SoFi themselves, social finance, was started in August 2011, was founded by Stanford business students, originally using an alumni-funded leading model to connect recent grads with alumni in their community. And you can see on their website how they've grown and how they introduced student loan refinancing in May 2012. They started out, basically, that's what they started out as, is loans, basically, student loans and everything. So they launched mortgages in 2014. And then in January 2019, they launched SoFi Money and SoFi Invest, which SoFi Money is now the SoFi checking and savings platform right there. So they launched that in 2019. And then in January 2020, SoFi celebrated 1 million members. So in that time frame right there, pretty much a little less than 10 years, 1 million people using SoFi. So yeah, and right now they have over 5.5 million members, 73 billion in funded loans, and over 34 billion in debt paid off by the members. So yeah, great numbers right there. Bank is growing, definitely. They've definitely been growing for sure. But yeah, so that is it with the video of the 5 reasons why I really like SoFi Bank and continue to use them, with some of the honorable mentions as well. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.